5. I don't like the fact I can't even go to the dang grocery store anymore without having to wear a mask. Yesterday, I could go to the grocery store without having to wear a mask. My governor sucks. I'm not, and you're muted.
So it's now a requirement by the governor's decree that you wear a mask?
Look, I have not gotten confirmation of this, but that's what I was told today.
Huh.
It's the governor's fault, Mr. Fat Boy Prisker.
So it's mandatory to go out in public with or without a mask?
I don't know about the public thing, but I felt very, like I said, yesterday I went to Kroger because I go in short spurts because I get to get out more often. I buy a couple things here and a couple things there. And I walk in today and every person in the store, except me, is wearing a mask. And when I say mask, I mean, it could have been like this, the shirt over the face, anything. I don't know if it's a baby diaper. Who knows? Some kind of covering on their mouth, their nose. And it took me about 15 to 20 minutes to realize this. All of a sudden, I'm realizing, why are they all staring at me so funny and giving me dirty looks? And I'm like, oh, there's a common denominator here. Huh. You all have masks on, and I don't. I can read your dirty looks through your masks.
They didn't stop you going in, and you got to have a mask.
And of course, I didn't look to see if there was any signs on the door because I was in there less than 24 hours ago. And it was mandatory that the employees wear masks, and I was well aware of that. So I get all the way, I buy 5, 6 things, whatever it was, go up to the register, and I did not do self-checkout this time because I wanted someone to talk to me. And I didn't realize my friend who works at Kroger, she was in the next aisle over. Excuse me, my goodness. She was in the next aisle over, or else I would have went to her. So I was talking back and forth so people could hear us, not intentionally, but people could hear us.
Right.
And I'm like, what's up with the mat, and all of a sudden today, everyone's wearing them. She's like, yeah, it's the thing. And then she said, the cops were here twice today because of it. Oh, huh. Okay, I'm glad I'm leaving.
The cops? Wait a minute. The cops were there for a mask?
Unless I misunderstood her, and
most people wear it like this. They don't even.
Oh, no. They all had it up on there like they was robbing banks.
No, I see a lot of people. It's just covering their mouth and their nose is all hanging out there like Pinocchio.
What was funny, though, is that's one person when they go to talk to me. Yeah, you can find that down aisle 8. Just they lower the mask to talk to people. That's when you're pushing things out. What's your point?
Yeah.
I did. I asked a girl to help me find 2 things, and she worked there. She never told me I had to have a mask. Anyway.
It's all stupid. We went to Home Depot today because my local Lowe's has a bunch of idiots that work for them, but that's a completely different story. So anyway, we went to Home Depot, and they were limiting the number of people. There can only be 150 people inside the store at any time. They had a guy out there counting people coming in and people leaving, and whatever. And it was probably 40% were people wearing masks. It might even been a little less than that. But
how long did you have to wait in line?
We didn't have to. We didn't. We didn't have to wait in line. They were just,
Well, that's good. The stores are having lines out the front door. I'm not going in. I don't wait in lines to check out if I can help it.
right.
That's why I like self checkout. I don't have to wait for your ass to serve me. I don't care if you're getting paid or not. I'm out the door. But there ain't no way in hell I'm waiting to get into a store. No. And masks, they can't protect you from everything. We know that. And today's first Daily Dumbass is proof of that. Especially, they can't protect you from everything, especially from being recognized by your coworker. Chris, where did you have dinner from tonight?
The Subway. It was delicious.
Yeah. A woman in New Mexico robbed a Subway.
What?
Yeah, she robbed a Subway where she worked. She worked at that Subway.
Pro criminal tip number 672. Do not rob the place you work at. They will recognize your face.
Well, and even if you wear a mask.
The way you walk.
No, well, and here's what. But her coworkers recognized her voice. Oh, no way.
You muted Melissa.
They recognized your voice. I'm sorry. Yeah. When the cops, they caught her, obviously, because they just said, it's her, go get her.
Yeah.
That would be like Rusty robbing the off-track crew. I mean, he's got the glasses and the hat, but if he put a mask on, and then
Nobody would.
Yeah. But then he spoke, and
Yep, right.
everybody.
Rusty, what are you doing? So she told the cops when they caught her that she did it to teach her co-licker less shit.
Her co-what?
Her
A co-licker?
Say that
Did
again.
you say co-licker?
Oh,
He said co-licker.
He did.
oh my God. Was she robbing a tuna sandwich or what?
Was this a threesome of some kind?
Dude.
You got a co-licker?
shame on you guys.
A co-licker.
I was in the gutter. No,
You said
did
it.
it to teach her co-workers a lesson
Okay.
about what could
They're
happen.
co-licking a Wesson.
Yeah.
Co-licker's a Wesson.
I'll wait. Go ahead.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're good.
she
Go
did-
ahead.
Oh, gosh darn it. Her co-workers a lesson about what could happen late at night in that part of town. They didn't believe her. They arrested her.
Is she related to Jesse Sommelier? Oh no, he just goes to the Subway and then gets harassed afterwards. Okay, no,
Right.
I was confusing my Subway crime stories.
Mm-hmm.
Social dumbassing. I'm on a roll.
There's a lot of that shit going on. There's a lot of that.
I think that's what we should call it. Social dumbassing.
Yep.
Social distancing gone wrong today is dumbass. A woman in DC was so scared of getting the virus. What's the
Oh no, what?
She goes into an elevator, right? And doesn't want anybody else in the elevator with her.
Okay.
How do you prevent everybody from staying out of the elevator so you can travel
Fart.
alone?
You shoot a bunny.
Yeah.
Fart.
If it were only that nice. I think the better alternative would be to pepper spray the group of people trying to get into the elevator with you.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Because that's what this dumbass did.
Wow.
Yeah. Get a hold of yourself, woman. What the hell is wrong with you? That's
So what did she do?
She pepper sprayed people. Oh, you didn't catch that, did you?
Keep them out of the elevator.
No, literally. She's like in the elevator. They're outside, and I know she had to get some of that stuff in herself.
Yeah.
She's not smart.
That's
Oh, well,
dedicated
that's why-
right there.
That's why military and police go through that training, so
Yeah.
you know how to react.
How was that, Melissa?
It was awesome. Made me cry. I was so sad.
Wait,
I cried a
it
lot.
wasn't the onion? No.
No, I thought I'd be smart and put my glasses on and have like a shield.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that worked out.
No, she sprayed me like right here.
Right between the eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it went directly into your tear ducts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, bitch. I remember her. I didn't forget her face.
Tell us what you really think, Miss Melissa Sibby.
Yeah.
Tell us more
Social
about
distancing professional.
So we got to talk about the mask preventative thing that is purely psycho somatic, I guess, or whatever the hell it's called. Come on, help me out here, man.
Psychological deterrent.
Tell us more,
Psychological
Sigmund Rusty.
I mean, it is because let's
Freud?
break this down. Okay, you've got the mask on. Great. Have you not coughed or anything and got it on the outside of your clothes at all? So now you're carrying the germs. I mean, if this is what it's all about. So now you've got these germs on the outside of your clothes or on your hands. Okay, you're wearing gloves. You got to touch shit. So are you, every time you touch something, are you then taking them gloves off and putting on a fresh pair of gloves, or are you touching multiple things with those gloves on that are already contaminated? There is nothing that you can do. Nothing that you can do to keep from spreading if you have germs. Nothing short of putting staying home, not going out at all, no food, nothing. You do not leave the house. Period. Then you're not doing it. But I gotta have food. Well, then you're freaking spreading the shit. If you're that worried about it, that's what's happening. You're spreading it. Unless you have the full containment suit. All right. Are you completely, covered? No.
Rusty, are you mad?
This shit is pissing me the off. I am done with all stupid fucking people.
I'm glad you brought this up, and I'll tell you why. Have you guys heard anything about Sweden?
Yeah, for sure. They didn't change anything.
Mm-mm.
Well, what I read here, I mean, the headline, life has to go on, which I've been saying, people.
Mm-hmm.
How Sweden has faced the virus without a lockdown. Country was an outlier in Europe, trusting its people to voluntarily follow the protocols. Many haven't, but it does not seem to have hurt them, which kind of goes to my thing is you got to let nature take its course. And I say that, let me get down to it here, because yes, here it is. Swedes, they said, could be trusted to stay at home, follow social distancing protocols, and wash your hands. Here it is, to slow the spread of the virus. Okay, if you're only slowing it, that's all you're doing. You're not preventing, you're slowing the spread. When you slow
That's
it
what
down,
they said. Yeah, but that's what they said here when they did the stay at home. They wanted to slow it for the hospitals to keep up. They didn't, nobody said anything about stopping it. It's not going to stop. Everybody's going to get it.
It won't stop anything. So let it do its thing. It won't make it worse. It just makes our country stay in lockdown longer.
Mm-hmm.
Get it over with.
It's done. We're
Pisses me off about Maine, that one restaurant owner.
I didn't hear
I
this.
saw it on Fox the other day, actually.
Oh, it's true?
No, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I watch different news channels all the time, but the Maine governor shut down the state, even though they hardly have any cases, and I don't think anybody died, or maybe like a handful of people died.
Yeah,
but she shut down the entire state, and the small businesses are suffering. So he decided to open up anyway, and they revoked his business license and his liquor license.
Actually, I saw this about a tattoo place, I think somewhere. I don't recall where, but they arrested a guy, I think, because he opened his tattoo parlor.
Well, that might be a hygiene thing. I don't know.
No, come on. Tattoo parlors are held to a pretty high standard these days.
They are.
They are. Every needle is new.
Yep.
Excuse me.
That I know of.
Yeah. Anybody over into social medias? Let's see who's over there. Jason Hart. Texas is open. Well, it's because it's Texas, and yeah, I'm jealous, Jason, that you're there. Semper Fi to you, brother. Leslie, Dwayne, Jen Butler, Michael Ruff. Let's see, Sean Bowden, that one chick in Pennsylvania, not Beaver, Rod, a bunch of people over on the Facebook. So hello to all of you folks over there.
Erica from MeWe is preaching that Rusty is speaking logic, and then Tech Roo came back with Rusty's telling us to stay home.
No, I'm not telling you to stay home.
I know.
I'm saying fine if you're at risk and you're afraid that you get this, it might kill you. Yes, stay your ass home.
But Techroo, I think we all know that he has the masks that actually work. If you know him.
Well, that's a debate. I mean, some people think he has a pouch too. So.
Mm-hmm.
No, I saw the meme the other day. It said, "You don't have to be lonely at IDon'tHaveAPouch.com."
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing, isn't it? Right?
It is.
I mean,
and Raider was giving him a kiss.
Is it? Correct me if I'm wrong, Techroo. Is it the Western Australia grey kangaroo?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Did I get that right?
It's either Eastern or Western. It's one of them. I don't know.
I think it's Western because
it's country and Western kangaroo.
Anything East sucks. That's my opinion. You know that.
Right.
Does he have kids? Did he name him Joey or anything?
That's a good question. I wonder.
That's funny. Do they have pouches? Do they make good beer?
Hey, fanny packs came back in style. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is I'm pretty sure technically he does have a pouch because he wears a fanny pack. So I'm thinking, yeah.
Right. Carries medical supplies and stuff.
Hey, somebody triggered Mike and Indiana Mike because he wants a GIMP mask really bad.
A GIMP mask?
What is it? Yeah, what? I don't know.
Google it. I'm not even going to explain.
Hey, I see Matt Holloway is over on the Facebook. Welcome in, Matt Holloway, who has a great show. And that's actually, it's twice.
He's too smart for me.
He's got a great show. I can't keep up with him.
He's on board with the mask thing, though. He says that should be a individual decision, not a government command.
That's
exactly right. Sundays, 6 a.m. and 6 a.m. Eastern and 3 a.m. Eastern.
He's also right after the bells.
If he could just dumb it down just a little bit, it'd be,
Well, but he's also 5 p.m. Eastern.
No, Oni's after the bells.
Techroo said he does not have a pouch.
But he does have a fanny pack, so technically.
Wait, The Rock wears a fanny pack, Rusty. What do you think of The Rock?
An attached pouch, maybe?
Right. I don't know.
I'm not sure. Hey, there's a story out of Michigan. I think a lot of our listeners, you need to call this guy.
Is that where Timmy was flying the plane?
Yeah, he's causing trouble.
Okay.
He's stirring the pot. A frustrated pilot named Timmy Paul, yeah, expresses frustrations with the Michigan governor, Wild Wicked, the Wicked Witch of the Michigan.
God, say it again.
Wow, I'm not speaking this evening.
Use your words, Sean. Use your words.
Does that governor have a co-liquor as well?
Wild Wicked Witch of Michigan.
There you go.
Governor Whitmer. Bitch. She had the stay-at-home extension written, and this pilot didn't like it. Evidently, it's the whole lockdown thing. And a pilot. Why can't I even find the damn thing now? Anyway, he got in his propeller plane Friday morning and spent an hour crafting a poignant and straightforward message to Whitmer while flying over the city of Grand Rapids. That's GR for the Michigan people. Spelled out F-U in the sky with his flight path.
Wait, a propeller plane.
Co-pilot DPAS.
Oh.
And then they both jumped out of the plane.
Yep.
Timmy was the big spoon. Brian was the little spoon and jumped.
Master James over in the MeWe said he's not Googling anything Mississippi Jackal tells him to. He's not doing it.
Do not Google gray whale penis or animals are kinkier than you. Don't.
Hey, what the hell is that?
I had to catch up.
Catch up.
My kudos to Timmy the pilot and his co-pilot Brian with an I, as we call him now.
Good job, Timmy.
Yeah.
Is that a co-pilot or a co-licker?
Me.
Yeah, it's a thing somewhere. F you. I mean, can you imagine literally being in the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan, and seeing big fluffy cloud spelling out F you? Now, I think it was just the letters, literally.
Timmy
F-U.
does have a propeller plane.
Yeah, he does. He does. And he knows how to fly it.
He does. He does.
That's debatable.
Wait, it is?
You know,
I think he's
because
guilty.
you own one, doesn't. How do you?
So-
The
Master James debatable.
we're not taking any
Master
calls right
debatable.
now, are we? I mean, because he could pop.
Are we taking what?
We're not taking any
I think we
calls
could
right
take
no,
just that
no,
one
no.
if maybe.
now. I don't know
Timmy-
if Timmy wants to call in. I don't even know if he listens to this shit show, but
Right. You know, if
No,
Timmy
he's
wants
only
to
on-
defend
He's only
himself,
on YouTube and MeWe right now. He's definitely not listening.
Yeah, he's on me. Yeah, he's on me. And if he's not on his normal drugs, he'll probably call in. But I think he's on.
well,
drugs
he
right
could just show up here in a second if Chris can get
Yeah,
him in here to come.
Timmy,
he
you want to
flying
defend yourself?
He's flashing that
Do you have any calls, Ivan?
South
I'm
Park.
working on it.
Timmy,
Interesting.
a gift.
Interesting.
gift.
Okay.
I love
Fine. Hey, I got a story here out of Houston, Texas. While preaching a sermon claiming your comfort zone.
Timmy declined the invitation. He does not want to defend himself, so clearly he is guilty.
Yes, I think he's guilty.
Guilty.
Pastor Joel Osteen made a diving save from Lakewood Church's stage Sunday to prevent a man in the front row from opening his Bible and checking the validity of the popular pastor's words. Sources confirmed. Yeah.
Seriously?
Wow.
Really?
You want me to share the story with you?
What's your source?
You don't want me to tell you, but I'll give it away.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
The
Okay.
incident reportedly occurred after Osteen.
Does it begin with a B and end in
Oh,
a B?
yes. I don't know. Osteen made a claim from the pulpit that the power to speak prosperity into existence inside each one of us,
Huh?
causing a visitor in the front row to furrow his brow and begin leafing through his Bible to find any kind of proof of Osteen's claims. Televangelist's ears perked up at the very unfamiliar sound in the Osteen congregation, as I would see it at least. As he sprung into action, shouting, "No!" as he leaped out into the crowd, making an amazing 20-foot long dive, kind of like Timmy and Brian kind of spooning out of the aircraft as it fled. F you! And stuff and things. Right into the crowd before snatching the Bible out of the man's hands at the last possible moment, according to witnesses.
So nobody else had a Bible with them, only the one guy?
Well, I'm sure it's uncommon in the Osteen, congregations. Anyway, I'm sure y'all can figure out where that story's from. Moving on. I thought it was fun.
Apparently, Deepaz did not like it when I asked if he might have been the co-licker. I've now been unfriended and blocked, apparently.
Yeah, unfriended.
Yep,
Well,
unfriended
how'd
and
you get
blocked.
so special? Hey,
I love you,
told Brian-
Deepaz. I really do.
See, Brian got the idea for me because I told him F you last night. I did. He didn't even know it was me at first. He had to ask. Anyway. Got a couple minutes. You know, there's a lot of stores closing.
You mean like not from COVID because of bankruptcy or
I would assume so. I didn't read this. Do I ever read a story ahead of time? No.
left to right, up and down? That's how you read.
The headline reads, this is from moneywise.com actually. These chains are permanently closing the most stores in 2020. Macy's, Pier 1, and other retailers are permanently shut down large numbers of stores. And,
Wow.
we can't go into it a whole bunch of time. But as Chris bangs on his keyboard, Pier 1 is 450 stores. Damn it! GameStop, 320. The list goes on, people.
Wow.
It's just killing our country. It's bullshit. We'll be right back with some off track. about to break. I can't wait for our guest. I'm getting ready to get into some grooving and.
Can we bring her on right when we come back?
I thought it was the
Not
next
yet.
break.
Not yet, Rusty.
It's a hard
Not yet.
break, right?
Yeah, the hard break. It's going to be a real hard break.
Headed for a hard
Hey, Rusty,
break.
did you get your poll ready?
Oh, my poll is
Wait, so damn it! That's not what I meant. The other poll, you know the stuff. I don't.
Oh man, I can't
For a
wait.
living, I'm sorry. No.
You got a Polish guy with you?
You sure we can't bring her on as soon as we come back?
Not yet.
come on,
Not yet. No.
I don't think she's greased up yet.
She's probably not ready. She's got some prep to do.
I got to hurry up and fix a drink. Oh God.
I don't even know what that comment means. Anyway, reading the Facebook.
I guess I got to wait for next break to go pee.
Sean doesn't do show prep. He just clicks on stuff and says, "Yay, that looks depressing." Well, it's kind of funny because that's pretty close. I don't. I read a headline. I might read a line or two, and yeah, that looks good for the lineup. Some of them are duds. Okay, all of them. Nothing. Are we back yet? I'm ready to see our guests.
Yeah, it's not time yet.
No, it's hard break.
Hard break.
Melissa, you got a story up there? It looks like you're.
This is the semi break.
No, my computer's freezing. I'm freaking out right now.
Coming in hot, folks.
Cheryl wants to know why we haven't gotten any stories about poop yet.
And welcome back in, folks. Yeah, we got their special guest coming up. Rusty's begging me to bring her in early. She's not greased up. She's not
ready yet.
She doesn't. Yeah, she's not ready. Rusty, I'm sorry. You got to wait for the guest.
Are you in contact with her, Chris?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
She's
been in contact. Whoa. Sorry, Chris. Anyway, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus there. No, we got another half hour or so. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully she'll be ready.
Go ahead and bring her in now.
Yeah. So look, a lot of stores are closing. I think this is important. And this isn't even, it's not funny.
No.
Like I said, Chico, I've never even heard of Chico's. I don't know if it's a restaurant or.
No, it's a clothing store.
Okay. Yeah. Intimates for women, right?
It's not just intimate. It's more
That's
like
what
work
it says.
clothes.
Okay. I'm sorry. Sophisticated clothing, accessories, and intimates for women. Okay. Serves lifestyle needs of fashion, savory women 30 years and older. Why does it have to be specified for a certain age group? I don't like that.
I don't either.
I mean, what if a 60-year-old lady wants to wear some intimates? Who are they to tell her what to do?
For forever.
You live in
21.
America.
What?
Like the battery powered or
Oh, hey, not that. I don't know what the hell Chico's sell.
Oh, Rusty. Okay. I don't know why I just said Rusty, but anyway, I'm having a virtual pure romance party. And if you're interested and a female or identifying as a female, hit me up. I think it's May 16th.
Wait, can I identify her for a day? Just to be there?
Maybe.
I'll put
Pure
my wig on.
romance.
I will.
Pure romance.
I have a wig. I can, I'll dress
Normally, I don't believe in like those pyramid or what do they call pyramid or multi-level
multi-level marketing. MLM.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it for the laughs.
Oh, sure you are. That's what they all start.
Oh
out.
no, I don't. No, it's the
Multi-level
laughs. Oh my
marketing.
gosh.
Okay.
Some of the. Look at me, Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
that's
The rabbit. You like the rabbit? Okay. All right. Sweet.
they called it something else.
Fine. Shooting a bunny with the
I'm
rabbit.
just gonna. Oh,
laugh.
I don't
While
think that
using
could
the
happen.
rabbit, you're shooting a bunny.
I don't think that could happen at the same time.
Whoa. What?
Anyway,
You know, okay. Anyway.
That's a different kind of bunny shooting. It's a guppy
Our
shoot.
listeners are falling off.
Shooting a guppy.
Whoa.
So it's a pure romance party, and we're talking about rabbits.
Double click, right?
I heard they like the rabbits. The
I participated one in yesterday, and I found a lot of interesting products, and I would
Did
like
you
to
buy
share them.
anything?
Maybe.
All right, moving on. 230 Gap stores are closing.
Speaking of Gap,
Hold on. Art Van Furniture. Now, I've never heard of Art Van Furniture. 200 stores closing. Gordman's. I don't know. I have Gordman's up here. Gordman's over about 200 stores. Look, this is a lot of jobs. I mean, for one company to
horrible.
close 200 stores. I don't care how big your company is. That's devastating.
it is.
And these are popular places. Walgreens.
What?
Shut your dirty
200.
whore mouth.
The last of 200, it said.
Well,
I did not-
all right.
They're
This
going
is
out
a
of
serious conversation, and part of this has to do with COVID. We know that for sure because business is
all
falling off. However, to be fair, if you would have looked up in 2019 when we didn't,
Oh, that's another show.
to be fair. Anyway,
Long one.
to look back into 2019, you're going to see that they closed stores anyway. And this had
Absolutely.
more to do with Amazon taking away their business than it did to do with people not going. So,
It's a conspiracy. Amazon created COVID.
ooh,
Oh,
Wait, no, I thought
that's possible.
Bezos is the devil.
Bill Gates
true.
created.
Him and Bezos, Bezos and
Those
Gates
two are good. They might be
buddies.
co-lickers.
Co-lickers.
This is the
Dude,
new
that's
term.
actually a kind of a gross.
There was an
Hashtag
important
term.
question in Facebook. Mr. Ruff wants to know if the Pure Romance Party is accessible to co-lickers.
Yes, co-lickers are actually, I'm going to try to do it via Zoom.
and
Oh.
liquors. as well.
And I think that'd be really fun. If not, it'll have to be like in a Facebook.
As long as you're
chat.
sharing screen, we're good.
Who's Sharon?
Well, don't ask.
It's
Is
Karen's.
she hot? Is she a
Karen's
special
sister.
guest? Oh, Karen and Sharon.
Exactly.
Destination Maternity.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Hey, can we go ahead and bring our
Hold on.
Ooh,
You ready yet?
she's not ready yet.
Hold.
Just get our guest is getting lubed, right?
Okay. 20,
Is that
20
what's
25, 40
going
minutes. Okay. About 35
ready.
minutes.
on?
Just after the top of the hour, we'll bring her in and
Oh,
or Pat
okay.
somewhere. Rusty, why are you getting so excited?
Just, you know.
Whoa.
Okay.
Calm that shit down. It's okay. You might have an after party with a guest. I don't know.
Forever 21 even has stores closing. I agree with the Amazon.
Well, no, Forever 21 closed. They were closing a long time ago. Because
Well,
then I
right.
I
It
kept
says
putting on
2019, right.
I kept putting on Twitter like temporarily 21.
Right.
Well, because look, we can't be forever 21. I can't be forever 50. That would be better.
21. Didn't Sean just celebrated his 29th anniversary of being 21, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I've had a
I
lot of
can't do the
anniversaries.
math, but I'm gonna say, yep, you're right.
Okay, here's a question. What did you do for your 21st birthday, your actual 21st birthday, Melissa?
I went to Daryl's.
I don't know who Daryl is. Was it good?
It's a restaurant chain.
Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Sorry. I thought it was
No,
a guy.
Daryl's also the name of one of my best friends in the world that I haven't talked to in like 30 years.
So great of a friend that you haven't even.
Mm,
Okay.
he's always in my heart, though.
Is he alive? Please tell
Yeah.
me this. Okay, good.
Oh,
Such a great friend. Darcy, hold on. What did you do for your 21st birthday?
You don't remember.
You, probably,
mm,
you don't even know.
I couldn't. I'm pretty sure I was high at some point.
Okay, a great way to celebrate, Chris. You
I got really, really, really drunk. I'm pretty sure I smoked a couple of bowls.
only 3 reallys?
Really,
That's
really
an
drunk.
amateur.
When I left the bar, I forgot to turn my headlights on, and then I got pulled over
Ouch.
by the police, and they let me
Shut
go
up.
because it was my 21st birthday. They said, "Hey, park it and walk," and so I did.
That's the thing. Because that's how long ago that was.
Right, but 7 days later, they caught me at the same place, leaving the same bar, with 7 days of practice being 21, and they said, "Well, no, this time you have to go to jail."
There you-
I feel uncomfortable at the moment. I really
Hey.
do. Feel
Well,
uncom-
guess whose birthday?
What did
is
you
in
do when
3
you were
days.
21, Sean?
I was in the field.
Okay.
I
Were
was not drinking.
you were in the field with the hoe?
No, not that kind of field. Like a
Not that kind of
like a
hoe.
deployment kind of field. You know, I was putting up tents and working military stuff.
Well, hey, well, guess whose birthday's in 3 days?
Wait, what's today? Today is the 3rd.
Mhm.
Oh, Doc Thompson.
Yes.
Oh, good. Here we go. Do you guys
51.
want to sing happy birthday to Doc Thompson?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Happy birthday to you.
you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Dear Doc.
wherever you are. Happy birthday to you. And
Tragic story.
We are going to hell right now.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah, he just rolled over and he was like, "What the hell was that?"
He's
Screw
like,
them.
Shut that shit down.
Oh, my bleeding ears.
No, but it comes from love. I mean,
Screw
If you
them.
say so.
yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks, Doc. Yeah.
Happy
And I don't have a shrine or anything. To
All of that
document.
51st birthday,
No, there's no shrine
Michael
here.
Doc
To be
Thompson.
exposed to those things.
Love you. Don't be opposed to this thing. It's sexy stuff.
Hey, what a way to bring us all down.
Sorry, but I meant it in a remember Doc. You know, just
Doc was
I'm
the shit.
sorry.
Doc was it, man.
And
Doc was. He was part of something bigger than himself, a movement.
None of us would be here if it wasn't for him.
No,
oh, shit.
So
but it wasn't just him. Obviously, there's a whole crew of people at Mojo 50 who just as important.
no,
Except for
no,
that.
no.
What?
There's a couple high up there. I don't know how really.
Except that
important
one
they are.
guy.
There's a couple of
You know,
them.
there's
I'm
that
just
one guy
like,
who thinks he-
"Ah."
That one guy's pretty bossy.
If you die when you're 21, technically you're
Oh.
forever 21.
That's fair. I'll
That's
give you
right, and that's
That,
why I
uh,
hate
That
when
long.
people, and that's why I hate when people talk about anti-aging supplements and anti-aging cream because it's going to kill you.
That was wisdom from Mike
Yes.
Mike Yehudi.
Oh, Mike.
If you're not aging for years and years, I think you're dead.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it's just not
That's what
possible.
happens. I know.
The doc took anti-aging cream. That's what it was, wasn't it?
Oh, and he
Wait
had
a
the hair
sec.
plugs. Yeah.
Oh, hey, wait.
$10,000 hair plugs
Can I not get those
for free. He got it for free because he. did
He
their
was
commercials.
talented, so that one doctor did it for free.
Yeah, you gotta have
I've-
talent.
Can I volunteer? Oh, you're right. I don't have talent. No, I'm sorry.
Talent.
The four of us are disqualified.
Well, Melissa, can I just have some of your hair?
You'd look really funny. They're
No,
totally
after you
different
cut
colors.
it. After you cut it.
All you gotta do is have Rusty shave once and then super glue it to your head, or use that Flex Seal stuff. Or
Flex Seal. I heard that's waterproof.
Do you remember that spray
No, that's
on
fake
stuff
news.
you used to?
I'm good to go, baby. What's up? Woo! I think
something living on your head.
I think I'm
you
gonna-
have a
I like
you have a
that.
broom you can whack yourself in the head with.
Whoa.
He almost, if it was red, he'd look like Carrot Top with that hair.
Yeah, the barbershop's been closed so long, Sean actually has hair. Needs a haircut.
Bitch, this is Peach Fuzz.
Are you still waxing your beard?
That's hey. Wait, it looks like that. Karen
Waxing it
chick.
on, waxing off.
I got
your
a bob
beard.
like Karen.
So if we don't get the
Always
salon
wanted
open
a bob
pretty
on your
soon,
head.
I've been weaving.
Hey, is our guest? Can we bring her on?
No,
Stop
no,
it.
it's not time yet.
I reminded you of her.
Come
didn't
your panties, Rusty.
I? Rusty, do I look like her?
Rusty,
No.
weren't you supposed to bedazzle your hat or some shit?
The hair is the same color.
Look nothing like Brit.
Ah, shh.
She's still getting prepared. And do you know how you can get prepared while you wait, Rusty?
Preparewithmojo50.com.
Preparewithmojo.com.
It may
Really?
not be the zombie apocalypse, but present times prove it's actually not crazy to be prepared. And Mojo 50, in partnership with My Patriot Supply, will help our listeners prepare with Mojo50.com. It's smart to have a reliable emergency food source.
Natural disasters have a devastating impact when all other conditions are perfect. When supply lines are stressed already, further disruption could leave your local markets bare for days or even weeks.
You need a plan today. Only for Mojo listeners, and for a limited time, you receive $70 off a 2-week supply of 92 servings, or $100 off a 4-week supply of 284 servings. You'll get meals packing 2,000 plus calories a day with a 25-year shelf life.
More than just food, My Patriot Supply has personal water filtration, backup power, and lighting sources, as well as medical kits and other survival gear. All this and more is available to you, the Mojo listener, by using preparewithmojo50.com. That's preparewithmojo50.com.
I just want to thank everybody for joining us this evening as well.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be a pretty special show. We cannot wait for you to meet our guest. And yes, she is.
Can't wait.
We're all excited. Even
All right,
I'd like to
Let's
point
like-
out to all the
like-
naysayers that we've made it to showtime. We are T-minus like 20 minutes to guests showing up, and I didn't ruin the surprise. Take that.
Oh, man. 'Cause you're
Oh,
the
we should
loose-
write this in the calendar.
Chris, you're the loose lips that sink ships.
Nobody knows who the guest is. I did a good job.
I will say. No, I can't say that.
No. Hey,
Nope.
so anyway.
Melissa's
during
even
this-
attracted to her, though. I'm sorry. What'd you say, Melissa?
Well, Melissa does like the guest an awful lot.
There's an eyebrow for the listeners.
I'm trying to do the one eyebrow thing, and it's muscle control. Way hotter than hard. It's way more difficult than Kegels. Anyway,
Where's everybody at this evening, really?
so I've been researching. Thanks to my my cousin. I think I invited some of you guys. My cousin Nikki Styles. He does a on his Facebook page. He does polls without goals. And some of them are serious, but most of them are freaking hilarious.
I've been
Oh,
in
they're
there. I've been-
ridiculous.
Oh my God. So today
I add stuff.
Yes. And he loves it. My cousin, he is so cool. He's, and I am pretty much estranged from my family, but out of everybody, and I have a big family because I'm Italian, but out of everybody, I think I am more in sync with him because he's so cool. But anyway, so it prompted me to search different phobias, and I found my favorite. It's called allodoxophobia, and that is the fear of opinions. It is believed to be associated with previous encounters wherein the person affected has not been able to properly express their opinion or has had their opinion rejected. I like that.
So I think a lot of people have had this then. Can you pronounce the word again, please? Saladoxophobia?
Allodoxophobia.
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 Rusty had a word, a phobia word earlier. I don't know if he still has it. But all these, can't they just call it what it is? Rusty?
No, it's not scientific. Like you can't call a dog a dog. It's got to be like a canine.
Bull.
Or a
I get the
human
phobia.
is Homo erectus.
Where do they get fear of opinion and allodoxophobia?
They take it probably from a lot of different words based on, I'm going to assume Greek mythology.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe they opened the can of alphabet soup, poured it out, and said that and phobia.
so some
Well, there's also spectrophobia, and that I also have. That's what I put on my cousin's website. That's
ghost.
fear of looking at yourself in the mirror.
See,
You're
some
right.
some phobias, they make sense. Like, what do you think megalophobia means?
Afraid of big things.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. What about microphobia?
Afraid of little things.
Yeah. So I
Did I
mean,
ever tell you about that Scottish guy? Oh, go ahead.
Can they
some
not?
stuff makes sense. You get microphobia if you're a small thing. How about lochiophobia?
Lochiophobia, afraid of lakes,
No,
water.
no.
Afraid of the Loch Ness Monster?
Fear of childbirth.
What? See, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, see, some of it doesn't. Well, of course, now this one makes sense. Necrophobia.
Afraid of dead people?
Yes, dead
Afraid
things.
of necks.
No, neck rows.
Big giant necks.
This one kind of makes sense if you ornithophobia.
Or-
Beaver in accounting has a fear of assholes and the uninformed.
Well, yeah.
Nice. Ornithobia, though, is
What's the technical term?
fear of assholes?
I don't
Fear
know
of
in what
flowers?
context she's referring to.
Fear of birds.
Birds.
Yeah.
Ornithophobia. Yeah.
There's also linophobia. What do you think?
Let me
that
look
is?
it up. Let me Google it.
Linophobia.
Linonophobia. Linonophobia.
Linonophobia. Fear of lines.
Fear of string.
Close. Lines, string, kind of.
Ablutophobia.
Ablutophobia. Oh wait. Okay.
Popeye's evil.
A fear of Popeye's evil friend?
Now Pluto. Pluto, yeah.
Pluto.
It's a persistent fear of cleaning, washing, or bathing.
To answer Beavis.
Beavis' question?
Beavis the co-licker.
We got co-lickers and Beavises. Man, this is a rockin' show.
Jackhole angry Beavis. Jackhole angry Beavis. Beavis in accounting. Is
I need TP from my
anasophobia.
bungalow.
Is literally anasophobia. Hold on, I gotta read. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to. Okay, add to anus. That's an O.
Venus trophophobia.
Afraid of love.
Fear of beautiful women.
Oh, I thought that would be.
Rusty doesn't have that problem. He can't wait.
Can we
No, they fear him though.
Can we bring it?
Yeah, 14 minutes. 14
No,
minutes.
in a good way. They're like,
No. It's actually after the top of the hour. We're bringing her in.
Optophobia. Optophobia.
She's actually going to be escorted to the Desert Air Motel and Convention Center, where she's going to be joining us from there, or somewhere around that area. I don't know where she's being escorted. I know stuff and things, but
A whole motorcade.
no, I'm so full of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even blow that secret either.
That's because Brad won't let anybody have a stripper pole in the studios.
What about phobophobia?
Fear of phobias.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's what.
Optophobia is fear of opening one's eyes.
What is
What?
Optophobia. There are people afraid of.
opening their own eyes?
Oh, they're
Mhm.
idiots.
So they are afraid every morning and
Yep.
all day long until they.
I
go
think
to
this
sleep.
would be terrifying, though. I can't see what's happening.
I'm not sure of what I'm afraid of. I can't see it.
Okay, I can't pronounce this, and I'm not even going to try. But it's the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Rusty.
That is a real. I do not have that, but anyway, go ahead.
Arachabutyrophobia.
He's all about it sticking
Mm,
to his mouth.
I'm so excited. I'm going to pee my pants.
I know, right? I'm surprised, Melissa. I'm surprised that you're so giddy about her. I mean, because
She is excited for the guest. So there's this picture that
I think I want to know, Melissa, who's going to be the big and little spoon between the two of you? I mean, are you guys going to work that out in the back room or what? In the green room?
How many spoons are we having? I mean, there's.
Well,
You can have a teaspoon, a tablespoon, a big spoon, a little spoon, a serving spoon.
You're not. Neither one of you
Who's
are
going to
very,
be the ladle? I mean,
did anybody
well,
bring some spotted dick?
No.
Okay.
I did.
You have the spotted dick?
I do.
Oh,
I have
I always keep it handy.
I'm listening, Rusty. Go ahead.
personally have a. Never mind.
Have we ever been silent?
Carry on.
I don't know how to carry on. I do not know how to carry on after that, Rusty.
Oh my gosh.
So Let's Be Frank in PA put up a beautiful meme that I think I should share. It's a picture of one Doc Thompson, and it is Saint Thompson, patron saint of snark and sarcasm. He sees what you did there, and while he cannot condone it, he does understand it.
All right. Back to Beavis and accounting.
Beavis asked, does anyone fear peanut butter stuck anywhere else?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Is that what you're going to say,
Wait,
Sean?
wait. Here you go. This is a visual or a feeling for the guys out there in off-track land. Melissa says, have you ever had peanut butter stuck anywhere else? No,
No,
but
Jack
on them
never said that.
days, them long, hard workouts outside, and you feel a bit uncomfortable and things get sticky in places. Maybe that's what it feels like for peanut butter. I don't even know.
No, peanut butter. No, that would be a lube, actually. Just saying.
No. Oh.
Not that I know.
Oh, yes, you do. Shut up.
Because there's a lot of oil in it, and it would act as a lube, actually. But anyway.
Only that one kind that
What do you
separates.
mean it would? You mean it did that one time?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yes, I think you just did.
No.
Okay, Master James on the MeWe says, stop, Sean. Just stop.
But did we ever get around to seeing what Beavis in accounting wanted?
She wanted to know what the fear of assholes was. So I looked it up and it says anisophobia.
Okay.
I retweeted it for her.
Nice.
Erica in MeWe was answering Beaver and says, no, Beaver, I think we could find someone to take care of that. Yes, you could, Beaver.
Whoa. And
Sorry.
Beavis, I don't need TP for my bunghole.
Mojo Riverfish says, my friend had peanut butter stuck. Well, go ahead, finish it. Tell us, Eric.
Oh, crap. Speaking of Riverfish, I thought he was going to suspend his Bearded Marathoner podcast.
No, he
But
started.
it's still going. So if you guys are looking for motivation, go listen to him because I know it helped me out.
He had a
Shit
public
load.
service announcement to make the other day. So just leave it at that. Go check it out.
We do have a listener that also wants to know if the spotted dick is spongy. I think she's more caring if it's soft.
No, it's very spongy.
Okay.
Melissa.
Traditional, moist, lightly spiced steamed pudding.
Whoa, lightly spiced.
So the spotted dick is not hard.
you-
It's easy to chew.
Yes, it's moist.
Until you get it to come out of the can.
Okay.
Whoa, hey.
Then it's usually a little more spicy. I'm sorry. I can say that in my outward voice.
Bring her on. Let's bring her on just before the end of the show.
No, actually.
No.
Hold on. Let me mute myself.
around.
Let me mute myself. I will go check on her, okay? I'll be right back. Y'all just talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Jack All Angry Beaver and MeWe said, I'm too willing. What else am I supposed? Of course I am. Anyway.
Oh, Tech Roo's got his beans on his spotted dick.
Shouldn't wait.
The beans are above the Frank. Aren't they supposed
under the spotted dick?
Uh,
Just
Jack, you might want to
Oh, Lord.
that. Yeah. You might want to put the beans. Anyways.
That's wrong. Holy crap!
I'm so excited.
Wait, no.
Oh, chorophobia is the fear.
She's
of
violent. I'm
Why?
sorry.
What'd you do?
Told me she'd come out when she's damn good and ready to.
She just tossed him halfway across the room and back into his chair. Did you see him go flying?
Melissa, look, I'm just warning you. Don't think she may be the ladle and you'll be a teaspoon.
That's cool. I'll be a quarter teaspoon, whatever.
All right, shut up.
Bearded Marathoner podcast link is in the Facebook chat. Way to go, Beaver.
Yes,
Thank you.
Please.
I started out listening, and I was all, and the more I listen, the more I feel like crap. He's
I
getting
know he does make me
up,
feel
and
like.
I'm like, what? I come home and sit on the freaking couch.
Did you guys hear about this? Wow, you're a loud typer.
Yeah.
You're pretty hard on the keys there, dude.
Playing the drums.
Your fingertip heavy.
I'm pounding that stuff.
You know, Rusty got caught camping.
Pitching a tent?
I have been known to
Caught camping is the new euphemism for pitching a tent. Who would have known? No, right here, I got a story. In Alabama now.
I'm a banana.
What is wrong with me?
And now I'm a banana.
Oh, come on.
Alabama banana.
Alabama, Rusty was caught camping in Disney World. For goodness sakes. At Discovery Island, it was shut down years ago.
You
And
need to get your tongue checked.
gosh. We'll be right back with this. Shut up. She'll be in a moment. Rusty, get ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
The pole, baby. Off track.
Beavis in accounting said, weird, somehow I hashtag derailed the off-track crew. Huh. Yeah, that's weird, all right.
He also wanted to know over on the Facebook, did Sean have a tongue-tying procedure?
Yes.
Maybe. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Chris, have you recently spoke? Okay, shut up. He's talking to. Call her up. Whatever you do.
Yep, I'm working on it. Calm down. Calm
Yeah,
down.
right after the break, we're gonna bring her in.
Wow. I need to find. Oh man, I didn't get my stripper pole ready. Damn it.
Well, just have her get it ready for you.
Oh, no. If our guest is listening right now, she's probably rethinking her decisions.
Oh no, she's. Eric Miller, live off track is fun. When we let our hair down, I mean.
Well, I don't have a stripper pole, but I do have the next best thing the Waffle House. So we're at the Waffle House.
Eric, I'm letting my hair down here on Off Track Live just for EJ River, Mojo River Fit. Look, what is wrong with me now? I can't.
I don't know. Your tongue is not working.
Had an aneurysm earlier.
And now my friend Craig Lawrence from Arizona is going, what the hell's on your head, son? we're having a show. We're stuff. Oh gosh, we're on commercial break right now.
Oh my
Craig.
goodness, Michael Ruff, I solved
The
it.
network.
I know who the guest is. Rusty is so excited to bring her out. The guest is Rusty's left hand.
Is this the
Bad
right
Ruff.
Oh, hey, wait.
Ooh.
No. Wow.
Hey,
Stop
that's
it, Melissa. I can see your eyes.
eyes wide shut kind of stuff right there. Hey,
Is this
I'm
the right
intrigued.
mask I'm supposed to be wearing for
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
COVID.
For
I
COVID.
said you can't go anywhere without a mask.
There you go.
I'm good with that. I mean,
I dare you to do that. I dare you to wear that to the grocery store.
Jamie
Walmart.
said,
Anyone.
Jamie Christopher wants me to brush my hair. Hold on. Oh wait, I can do this. Yeah, put my product in my hair. Look at it. Makes
Oh,
it-
where's my kitty one? Wait a minute.
Whoa, you got a what? You have a mask for your kitty too?
Hey,
This has gone way. Oh my goodness.
I'm going to hell. I'm
Kitty
just
masks.
saying.
EJ Riverfish says Melissa has gone 50 Shades of Grey.
And Jen Lee Butler says,
Can't find it. I don't know
excellent
where it is.
protection, Melissa. I said Melissa, sorry. Yeah, kind of hot. Yeah, you think?
it is. Yeah, that is.
We need to get some other sponsors and stuff.
No kidding.
I know any?
No.
We should probably read the ones we have, and we've really dropped the ball on that for 2 weeks.
Well, we did
Yeah.
the prepare with Mojo 50. We've got the cat
44
cooler one, and I've
minutes
got it
in.
ready.
44 minutes in.
I think we should wait until our guest gets here. That way, she could be part of the.
Yeah, I've
know
got the
what?
cat cooler one ready to roll.
I wonder if she knows how to ride a cat cooler wakeboard.
No, I could find that one.
You need to buy
She's a
one.
little
What do you think
top heavy,
about
but I
it?
think she'd work fine.
Nothing
She
wrong
might
with
sing.
that.
Whoa, here we go. Oh boy, here we freaking go.
Okay, chill out.
Whoa.
Good night, folks.
You made a mess in your undies.
Oh,
Calm
shit.
down, Rusty.
Somebody get her in here. She ready? No? All right, we'll give her a couple minutes, folks.
Great.
Rusty is over here sweating. How you doing, Rusty? You okay?
God, I can't wait.
All right. Well, anyway, folks, till she's got a couple minutes. She's not quite ready yet. I was not prepared for this, but hey, I got one more thing here, I suppose. If she shows up, Chris, let me know.
Yeah, she'll be here just a second.
Okay. Master James keeps posting peanut butter stuff in MeWe.
He has an addiction to.
Sort of disturbing.
It doesn't have anything to with dogs, does it?
It is no, but it is disturbing. And
The first, well, there was on May 1st, there was another dumbass. A 34-year-old guy named David in Colorado needed to deposit some cash, so he went to his bank drive-through. When the teller opened the air-powered tube, she didn't find just money. Oh, shit.
oh crap!
There he is.
Rusty, what'd you do?
I didn't.
Oh, no. What did you do, Rusty?
What's up, fellas? Ladies?
We have the celebrity.
Hey, by the way, the hooker that the model that we hired to come in, I called Mojo 50 HR and her boobs were too big. So
Oh, no.
they sent her on her way.
See,
So you
Chris,
got
I told
mine.
you she was too top heavy for the.
Yeah, all right. Well, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rondolfo Calrissian.
El Jefe.
Jefe.
And his turlet in the back. See his turlet?
Yeah. This is my room right here. This is my
Oh,
library.
You know what? Let me get out of the studio here for a minute, and I'll go over. I'll sit in the shitter with you. How's that, Ron?
Come on over, brother. It's open door policy.
There you go. There you go. I'll sit in the shitter. Mine's dirty, but yeah, it's not up to government standards anymore.
Where's the newspapers at? Oh no, we got
no.
phones now. We don't need
No,
those.
I've got to paint the wall tomorrow. I think Brad and I are going to do that. But
Oh,
Shouldn't you get a professional though?
but wait, we're not. So
You know,
So,
that's
Brit-
chick's hotter than that other chick we had lined up.
she's not come.
I'm sorry, lug nuts. I couldn't do it.
Where's your stripper pole, Ron? Oh my goodness.
Wait a
I was
minute.
gonna move- I was going to move down to the strip club and broadcast from there, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh,
that's-
wow. Okay.
Broken?
Blows, by the way. Beyond sucking.
So
I'm
does
so happy you're here. This is a long time coming.
They
Ron.
were all wearing masks and Merkins and stuff like that. So we're-
Birkins for their quims?
You know, we were talking about hair plugs a few minutes ago. Maybe I should just go with a Merkin instead. I don't.
Well,
Look, this is my quarantine cut right here.
Look, man, I'm digging it. That's sexy as hell.
well, at a strip club, I'm sure COVID-19 is the last thing you're worried about catching. Just like going to a Mojo Town.
$20 is $20. Though. Come on.
You will definitely catch something. That's
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to introduce you a
It may
little bit
itch.
differently. Some people, a lot of people know actually, and some people don't, because we have listeners who are not. They need to, but they're not always on Mojo. But you're known also back in the day as a Iceman, Mr. Ron Phillips.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up.
Oh,
I
the
appreciate that.
Iceman.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
I was
about-
on the radio back in the 80s, and of course, when I got on the radio, this was 86. And what movie came out in 86?
Top Gun.
Top
baby.
Gun.
Top Gun. That's correct. Even though I was in the Air Force, go Air Force.
Can,
That's right.
can you imagine what it was
Even though I
like for
was
me
in the
being
Air
on an
Force.
aircraft carrier? I used to play that crap over and
Oh,
over
I
again.
bet they
Everybody
did.
thought they were Maverick.
Oh, I bet they did. No, I was Kaczynski. I was the Iceman.
I was Goose.
Yep.
I do have a little sound clip that I'd like to play in honor of the Iceman.
Oh, for the love of God.
Magic 96, the classic rock and roll show. You've got the Iceman, Ron Phillips. If you've got a tune you'd like to hear, 772-9696. Here's ZZ Top. I've been up.
Oh, listen to that young voice.
Hell yeah.
Jen Lee Butler over on the Facebook says, "Can we please get him on the stripper pole?"
There is not a stripper pole known to man that will hold this fat ass
How about known to women?
or women. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's not what I heard.
Yeah, that's yeah.
How did Mr. Ron Phillips get us started in radio? What was it? What was your drive? What intrigued you?
This is a great story, by the
Okay,
way.
good.
All right. So, of course, I was in the military, and we worked a 8 to 5 job, and that was after basic training and all the other training. So we worked an 8 to 5 job. So I had some time, and I just tooled around. I was stationed in Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Why not? Why not?
No, I wasn't. I was a little farther south east from there, but it was still cold as shit.
Yeah.
And I think we had winter for like 8 months of the year. But
Yes.
no, I was there, and I just tooled around downtown. Came across a skating rink,
Oh my goodness.
and started off as a skate guard disc jockey
Wow.
in the skating rink. That's all right. Everybody turn left. Everybody turn. A couple skate. That kind of thing.
That was like preparing you for NASCAR,
I was
right?
just gonna say, go fast, turn left. That's right.
That's right.
Speed
And
skate.
so the local radio station came in, and they were doing a remote there, and I just befriended the guy that was doing the local discussion and remote there, and turns out he was the radio's program director. And I just called him up one day, just got ballsy, and said, "Hey, I've got an interest of doing this. Can you help me?" He said, "Yeah." So he brought me in, and this was in December, the very first day. Well, everybody was going on vacation, and he called me on December 23rd and said, "Everybody's going on vacation. Can you come in and work December 25th?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing." He said, "Don't worry about it." And so I said, "Yeah, let me call my wife." I said, "We're getting married on the 26th, but that'll be okay." And he went, "Hold up. You're getting married the day after the 20. We wanted you to be working overnight." I can do it. I can do it. Cause at the time I was ate up, and he said, "No, we'll just hold off."
Oh.
But he brought me in and set me in a production studio for nearly 6 months while I messed around. This was back in the day when they had reel-to-reel tape.
Yeah.
And you had to cut and splice the tape, of course,
Oh.
to make your commercial and things like that. And I worked until May, going up there every Saturday. And then in May, he put me on what they called at the time the all-night album replay. God, that was boring. But we were adult contemporary at the time. It's what you would consider top 40 now.
You got to
but,
put the needle on the record.
Put the needle on the record. That's exactly right. We actually had 2 record players and a CD player, because CDs were brand new at that time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the little 8-track carts for commercials. Yep.
Extra
and
needles and a quarter to put on the arm.
With tape.
yeah. And we you cue a record up, you put it up there, and you listen for it, and then you back it up
Mhm.
with 3/4. Yeah. So we did that, and man, this was some good 80s music back in the day. This was 86, of course. Good songs out. So I did the all-night album replay. Of course, I worked from like midnight till 4 a.m. Played an entire album, couple of albums, and just talked about every third song. And then a few months later, I got a Saturday morning shift from 10 to 2, and then a Sunday night shift from like 7 to midnight. And from 9 to midnight, I did the classic rock and roll show.
No.
Yeah. It sounds like that was your favorite.
Yeah.
I had a good time. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was of course, music back then was from the 50s, 60s, and 70s was considered classic,
Classic,
which
right.
you would consider 80s and 90s classic now.
Like
but-
they're playing 2000s and stuff on classic.
Oh
rock.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, the Y2K station on
Oh, yeah.
Sirius, yeah.
And I did it for probably 3 years, 2.5 actually, and then got transferred back down to Lackland in San Antonio. Didn't
Oh,
get
my
back into
favorite.
radio again until 2011.
What's your-
Really? So that's a long hiatus.
Yeah, it was.
It's because he made all that money then.
No, that's not because I made all that money. It's because I was doing too much stuff and then had a family, so I never got
That's
back into.
busy. So you were pushing boots in Lackland?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I was a drill instructor, or what we all call
What
a
year?
TI.
What years were those?
While you were there.
In 90?
Yeah, I was there from 88 to 90. No, yeah, from 88 to 92.
Gosh.
You were at the 3711th, correct?
I was 3711 BMTS.
And I was 3703rd. We were the first one by the gate on Hotel Row.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Who knows? I probably passed you marching in flight someday.
Oh, I'm sure I probably screamed at your ass doing something wrong. You know?
Probably did.
I know.
You know,
It's
when I was
not-
at Lackland, I used to notice a lot of the airmen saluting the Navy people because we have
Yeah.
the crows.
Yeah. And they
would
didn't know any
mistake
better.
it-
That's
yeah.
right.
Get that a lot. I'm like a E4 and I get this airman's like, yeah, that's right.
Just take it. That's right. Take it.
Right, bitch.
Take it right there. Oh my god. So you were a TI, as we called them.
Yeah.
What else did you do? What was your other job in the Air Force up in?
Fabrication and parachute specialist. And you know why I pack parachutes for a living? Because I wanted to be a cop, but didn't find out I was colorblind until I got to the MEP station to get my physical.
Really?
Yeah. And that took out 75% of the jobs that were
Yeah.
available that I wanted, that I tested for and could do. But then they said, okay, now here's your choices. And I went, well, shit.
Oh.
So I picked the best one. And that was, I packed parachutes, personnel parachutes for people jumping out of planes, packed parachutes in Grand Forks for the B-52 bomber, the
Yeah.
drag chute.
Those kind of shoots.
Yeah, I drag any kind of parachute that we
okay.
had at that base. And then eventually we got the B-1 bombers and we packed the ACES 2 ejection seat parachutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'd actually looked into and I can't think of the name of the job, but it was involved in survival, and I think it had the parachute as well.
Sear?
What's that?
No, they had
No.
Pararescue?
No.
No,
I know that one too.
pararescue.
Right?
Yeah, pararescue is the Navy SEALs of the Air Force kind of guys.
Right. Actually, and I got it because I'm telling everybody. That's why I'm telling Ron Phillips. My son, he's 18. He's getting ready to join the Navy.
Yeah.
He's becoming a hospital corpsman, just like Marcus Luttrell.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes, and he is so excited. So am I.
Oh, I bet he is. Well, you should be proud.
I am.
Anybody that goes into the military these days, I mean, this is a different world than what we lived in the 80s and 90s. And it's just getting worse, guys. I mean,
It is. It's sad. And I don't remember, we had just talked about living up to expectations and stuff. And it's like our own military doesn't even have the level of expectations for our troops going in these days.
no, not at all.
Saddens me.
Yeah.
Timmy over in the MeWe said all the ladies would love to have Ron pack their chutes.
Well then. Wow. Hey, Timmy's in trouble.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't help what they're saying.
He has no control over this show.
That's nice.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's true. We don't have any
nice.
control over the show either, so he definitely doesn't have any.
No, this is just go gangbusters and go home after.
Yeah.
What? So after being a TI, did you get out or did you?
Yeah, I got out in '96 and did a little stint as a. When I first got out, did a little stint as a. Oh man, I don't want to say this, but I'll say it anyways. I was an exterminator, and so God dang, I mean, you talk about seeing the dredges of society.
Nasty
Because
stuff.
I was in deep East Texas.
Oh, wow.
And I tell a story, my kids, they just love it. But I tell a story of one time I went into a mobile home because they had just had roaches really bad. And I fogged that entire mobile home. And it was one of these where the roaches were so bad that it sounded like rain on the linoleum floor in the kitchen. Oh my God. And then, of course, all of the houses out there in East Texas are all pier and beam. So they have crawl space underneath them. And so when you're doing termite work, you're underneath there digging ditches around each one of the piers that touches the ground. It's just, I did that for a little while. And then I finally found a job at Walmart, of all places, in their electronics department. And I've been in IT ever since. So
How did you enjoy that? I mean, we know that you have a lot of radio equipment and stuff. I mean,
yes.
I mean, it's Walmart, but did you enjoy that job?
Yeah, I mean that's where I learned a little bit about computers in the military. But when I got out, so I actually got out in '94. Of course, you have that 2-year extra. So between '94 and '96, I learned computers a little bit. But of course, when I went to work at Walmart, this was at the very beginning of people using home computers, right? And so you go in there and you buy your Dell or your Gateway computer. People had no idea how to use them, but I did.
Gateway, oh my goodness.
Yeah, you remember Gateway?
Wow, yeah.
The Acers are still out there, and of course, but Gateway was the big one that people could, call Gateway or go on their website, and websites were brand new at that time. But and build your own computer, and they'd send it to you. But people didn't know how to use them, and so people would come in, and so I figured out how to make some extra money on the side by teaching computer classes.
Right.
And so I started
Almost
teaching
rang a
computer
bell.
classes.
I didn't know you were going to say computer classes.
Yeah, that's okay too, because I may have made money on the side doing other things. But I taught computer classes for a while, and then eventually just worked my way more into an IT role, and got hired by a manufacturing company in East Texas called Portacool. Many warehouses use these Portacools. They're big, what they call swamp cooler fans.
Yep.
The big,
Oh,
they're typically black or blue, big giant Portacool fans, and they were just becoming known because almost every NFL team had a couple on the sidelines. So I went to work there. Yeah, yep. I ended up working my way into their IT area as their CIO, Chief Information Officer.
Nice.
Graduated from that to a job in Fort Worth back home as a CTO, Chief Technology Officer. And then I've done that for 30 years now.
I think you can't move up the ladder anymore. I think
no. As a matter of fact, I moved up far enough that I was ended up being the CEO of a couple of my own companies doing IT consultant work. And that's what I do right now on the side. When I'm not on the radio or working on these stations, I do IT consulting. Yeah.
So have you ever lived out of Texas?
Yeah, I lived in Grand Forks, North Dakota for a while. Yeah, I lived there for 4 years. And the only other place I'd ever been outside of Texas for an extended period of time was Chanute Air Force Base.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Rantoul, Illinois.
Illinois.
Oh
Illinois.
Don't shoot me, Chanute me. That's not even there anymore.
No, it's not. It's fine.
So a little while ago when we were discussing, or when he was telling us about the company that makes the big fans on the side, it reminded me of keeping things cool. And speaking about keeping things cool, we got the cat coolers. And the cat cooler tumblers. I know everybody here has got a cat cooler tumbler they want to show us. So we got the customization with the Mississippi. We got Sean's right there. Rusty probably lost his. Oh, no, there it is. Off track. Yeah. I mean,
Rusty's got a big one too.
Yes, I just recently.
Oh, tell them about your accessory pack.
Holy crap! Yeah, and they I got an accessory pack. It's the tray. There's a space for a tray to go in and a divider, and I am happy to get.
But he also got a cooler.
The freaking growler, the 64-ounce growler.
There's cat on it.
There's cat on it. Hell yeah!
Oh,
Did that come with your cooler?
No,
that looks like you could beat somebody in the head with it and then take a drink.
Yes.
Might kill him, okay? I just be careful. It's
okay.
Check local listings or something. I don't even.
Cat Cooler does not endorse the whacking of people in the heads with their products.
But I did get my cooler at catcoolers.com, and I used promo code whiskey and got 10% off. Thank you, freaking
good deal.
So,
very nice.
Go ahead, Chris.
You can also use a cat cooler as a wakeboard or as a battering ram.
Yeah, we've proven that.
Which one do we want to do today?
The battering ram. Battering ram.
Okay. All right. Well.
Dang it, Chris! Hurry up and open that door and get over here and help me. This cooler's getting heavy.
Well, yeah, I can give you a hand, but I locked the keys in the bunker.
Dang it, Chris. We have to do off track in an hour. How are we going to get in there now?
Relax. I got a new lock we can install later, but right now we need a battering ram.
Hey, I know. Let's use the cat cooler as a battering ram.
It certainly is rugged, but I don't think it's made for taking down steel reinforced doors.
Man, relax. The thing can take 2,500 pounds of concrete with only minor scratches. We can definitely open the door with it. Rusty, grab the other side.
All right.
Well, we need a new door, but the cooler's good. Let's get to the studio.
Get your cat cooler today at catcoolers.com. That's catcoolers.com.
Cat Coolers does not approve of their product for use as a battering ram and cannot recommend you use it in any breaking and entering scenario, but it worked and it was fun. No coolers were harmed in the production of this ad, but the door is a total loss. Also, don't use it for smuggling a cat into New Mexico, as it's against the law.
All right.
That's a brilliant promo, guys. I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, what do you guys, what's your favorite thing to put in your tumbler there, Melissa Sibby?
Usually iced coffee.
Yeah? Where do you get
Usually
your
iced coffee.
Where do you get your coffee?
Only at American Pride Roasters, AmericanPrideRoasters.com. And I realized when I was looking at, would you call her Beavis?
Beavis in accounting.
Yes,
Yeah, Beavis in accounting.
When I was looking at her Facebook, I
Is that
have
what
never
you call
tried.
it now, of her Facebook you were looking at?
That's euphemism. So I was looking inside of her Facebook and she showed me what she had. And she has a Reagan in there, and I never tried the Reagan, so that's going to be my next.
I have not tried the Reagan. Ron, have you tried the Reagan?
I've tried the Reagan. Yeah, I've tried almost all of them except the last 2 or 3 that have come out recently.
I haven't gotten anything.
I haven't tried the Watson's white chocolate yet.
Ooh, that's good stuff.
Is it good stuff? Yeah.
The last one I got was the Bells, the strawberry. What is it?
Me too. The strawberry, chocolate covered
Chocolate strawberry, that was real good.
Yes.
And
Yeah. I had that.
they brought that back, right?
Yes, they did.
Oh, yeah.
They brought sexy back.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
they're
what
the
Dave
Bells.
Matthews does.
They are the Bells.
Mhm.
It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com, folks. Go check them out. It's great. And I think it's DM's birthday, isn't it? Today?
Was it today?
Well, it's real cool with the Doc, right? I mean, Doc, we'd sing happy birthday.
Yeah, we sang 3 days.
Sing? No, never mind. We won't. We don't want to
No, we
embarrass
don't need to
him.
sing again.
Just remember, everybody, tweet out to DM happy birthday today and hashtag derailed. Go ahead and
He's gonna shoot us.
put a what I learned today in there too while you're at it.
That'll go on Brad and Ron then.
Has anybody tried the George Washington Carver, the
No.
peanut butter?
Peanut butter, no.
I didn't even know that was
no.
one. I hadn't seen all of them because there's
No.
so many. You know, that's the one I want to try now. I'm going to have to order it.
So
Because we brought up the peanut butter, the fear of peanut butter.
I think Brad
sandwich
was drinking that
original.
the other day.
full disclosure, Rusty is trying to order himself a 35-pound bucket of peanut butter. Real, actual peanut butter.
Yes.
I think Jimmy Carter made this stuff. I'm not even sure.
Yes, I am going
That's
to.
a
Where
lot
we
of
have-
sugar, Rusty.
No,
We have peanut allergies.
there's not a lot of sugar in it. Really, peanut butter only has like 3 grams of sugar in.
Oh, so it's like real peanut.
Look, my nuts.
Yeah.
My
It's like-
nuts.
Peanut cell.
like-
I don't.
It's like natural, all natural peanut butter.
You didn't know that, Rusty? Nuts are salty. When they make peanut butter, it becomes sugary.
Hey, Rusty, did you see on my cousin's Facebook polls without goals? If it wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called?
Oh crap! I ain't seen that one. I'll have to go look.
What would you call it?
I don't know. The butter of the gods, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Love peanut butter. Well, I showed Sean. I buy it by the 6-pound tub now. That's why I want to try to get the 35-pound tub. So
What? Wow.
Going for a
I
record.
like peanut butter. I'll eat it, 2 or 3, 4 times a week. But it doesn't sound like I love it as much as you do.
Yeah.
He bathes in it, Ron. I mean,
Wow.
that's how he gets a cat to snuggle with him. I'm just saying.
whatever.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Rusty's got the pork chop and the peanut
Yeah.
stuff.
Where do you get that? Like at Costco or something?
Was it Sam?
Oh, Web's. I think it was on Websterant. I think.
Yes, that's what it was. Webstront dot something or
I
other.
don't know.
I don't even know.
We don't have a Costco around here.
Mm-mm.
Ron, how do you like running second seat and producer?
That's
I don't
dumb.
mind it at all, actually.
Yeah.
Where'd the time go? We're coming right back. Guys. Don't worry. We got more Ron Phillips coming. Wow, that caught me off guard. Someone tell me what time it is next time. Anyway, all right, stick around, guys. More Ron Phillips right here off track. Clear. Man,
We got a little bit of special Ron Phillips bonus material for the audience here in the break, the people on Facebook and YouTube's.
Look, if I'm stranded on a mountain in the snow, I'm eating somebody's ass. I'm telling you. I don't know which one of you's the first one to go, but somebody's ass is getting eaten.
Oh, I remember that day.
Oh, that was such a wonderful day. I remember that.
Handy J just banging on the was that him on the bell?
Dude.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
I still believe that to this day. I don't give a damn who I'm on the mountain with.
All right, somebody's getting eaten.
Somebody.
Yeah, you heard it off the record too. He's
Exactly.
I'm going to hide my video for just a second, have a cigarette. I'll be right back with you guys.
all right.
You know the commissaries have their own brand now, their own generic brand, Freedom's Choice.
I don't have my glasses. Hold on, let me read that.
Freedom's Choice. Yeah, they have generic.
No kidding.
They have
Yeah.
generic a lot of things. Garbage bags, paper towels, yogurt.
Ron, I have to tell you, you
Peanut butter.
got to try
Yeah.
peanut butter. You have to try. And seriously, don't let it get to you because it's good. Scrambled egg, peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh,
I'm telling you, man.
Oh, I'd do that in a heartbeat, dude. I'm going to
So-
do that in the morning. Yep.
yeah. Rusty and I have talked about
Okay.
this before, where it's not just scrambled. Well, I don't even do scrambled egg. I do a fried egg, right, or a dip egg.
Yeah.
On a English muffin with
I was
a
gonna say
sausage
English
patty, the egg, and peanut butter and jelly. Bam!
I don't know about
Wow.
you, but you know.
Can't beat it. It's good stuff. Is Ron's chair a toilet?
It is not. It's not. It's a regular chair.
Sitting on the shitter.
That's my throne. That's my throne right over there.
Right.
Coming in hot, guys.
2, 1.
Welcome back in, guys. Off track here. Hanging out with the one, the only El Jefe, Mr. Ron Phillips.
El Jefe.
Rondo Calrissian. He has many nicknames. We love them all.
Yeah. Obi-Ron.
Oh, but there it is. That's what I remember that day at MojoCon a year ago, actually. Right now, this, what is today? The 3rd? Yeah. So we were,
Yeah. Y'all were here.
2nd, 3rd, 4th. I don't know. It was one of these days we recorded in studio. Ron helped.
That's
us out
correct.
with that.
Yeah.
And Rusty was sweating it, and Ron came through with his cape on, you know, Ron to the rescue. And,
Rusty did pretty well though.
He did.
He had everything ready to go.
but I think his nervousness helps him accomplish things.
Sometimes.
Like a superpower. it is. He comes through. Rusty and
Chris.
that other guy.
Guy. What's his name? Yeah,
He's out smoking. We can talk about him.
we can talk.
He's probably listening or something. Ron, we were talking about right before we went to break about Mojo 50, and now it is Mr. Brad Staggs and yourself, and we're digging it. I was just thinking about this. Actually, it may have been Thursday because I think I missed Friday. You got the Facebook videos up there. You can see each other. I'm liking the interaction there.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I mean, you know, Brad and I've, because I've done the show. I did the show with Doc and Brad as their behind the scenes, you know, guy behind the glass. You remember?
Yeah.
that? And then, you know, Brad just picked up the ball and ran with it, and he has done extremely well.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, Brad actually maintained, if not grew, the listener base.
I think you're right.
So that's fantastic for us. I mean, we have a lot of people listening in the mornings, and you know, there's a local community radio station here in the town that I live in, and I just went by and talked to them one day and said, "Here's what I do. I've got, you know, 3 stations on iHeartRadio. I know what I'm doing. Let me explain it to you." So I did, and so I ended up taking over the production side of that little community radio station.
Wow.
And set them up with their automation. And so in exchange, she gave me and Brad an hour every morning on their little radio station here. And believe it or not, they've got several hundred people that listen to them every day. It's the community radio stations are the ones that are going to be popping up more because people want that, especially the digital ones.
Right.
And it's all about, this one is specifically for the county that we live in. And so there's several little communities and cities that then can give updates and, all these coronavirus updates that have been happening. People are digging into it and listening to it. I enjoy doing that. And, it was back in, 2016, I guess, when I very first started my radio network. It was called ICRN, the Internet's Conservative Radio Network.
Oh, I like that.
Yep. Did that for about 6 months. And then we got somebody, partnered with some people who came out of another radio station. And they, we ended up going to a different brand at that time called Red Nation Rising Radio. And we used that for a year. That was our contract, was for a year. And then after that, I changed it to Talk America Radio. And I actually still had Talk America Radio when we started Mojo 50 for about a year after that. And ran them all. And then I let Talk America Radio go in August, this past August. Yeah.
So okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. When you say this community station, it gives you guys an hour is it to play the Daily Mojo then? Part of that?
Yeah, I broadcast it live over there.
So do they not?
They're not an AM/FM station, by the way. They're a digital platform, just like we are.
Okay, so that was my question because I know, Mojo 50 has a different format. I'm not saying this right, but like the schedule, it's like 4 minutes at the top, 2 minutes.
Oh, the program clock. Yeah. Well, that's what they're using over there now too. She was just, God bless her, she was all over the place. I mean, she would just start a show whenever, and nobody would, and she wasn't getting any listeners or viewers because nobody knew when the shows were going to start. So I set them up with a schedule that's just like ours on Mojo. And now she's got, several shows during the day. Now this station actually plays music when there's no show host talking. And so it's just, there's not a DJ per se for the music side of it. There's a lot of Texas country, Texas music artists and stuff like that. But it's fun, and she wants to build and branch out to other communities and other counties. I said, let me help you. So
yeah, that was my next question. Do you help them with the? Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Chris. All right.
Do you help them with like the server setup then too, having the IT background there, or do they have somebody else working on that too?
Yep, I'm their IT guy. I'm their engineer, and I'm not exactly producing any of the shows, but I do produce the intros, outros, all the music, the imaging for the shows. I do that to help them out. And, she's telling me she'll bring me along whenever she gets ready to fire up some of these others. And it's a fun hobby for me. Look, the radio industry sucks if you're making money in it, because people just are assholes. That's the bottom line. God bless them.
Really?
Oh,
Seriously?
please.
You must be
Seriously.
kidding.
No. People who
seen that
aren't
at all.
making money in this.
You haven't run into that at all, Mississippi? Really?
Oh no, not.
okay.
And we're amateurs.
Look,
And I've seen it like it's bad.
It's bad.
I don't know if you guys
I
heard
can't
what I
even
just
believe
said or not, but I said even people who don't make money in this industry are assholes sometimes. So
Yes.
Yeah, but we make the big bucks. Oh, Ron, you told us not to tell anybody.
That's right. Yeah.
we didn't tell anybody.
sorry.
We are Ron's
That's
favorite.
right.
We are Ron's favorites. Let the
But
cat out
I
the
will
bag.
tell you, you can make it in this industry. And I've met some of the best people in the world working in this industry for the last, 7-8 years now, just, back and forth. And, I used to, a gentleman that I was producing his show several years ago, we bought some time on KLIF, which is KLIF and WBAP are two talk AM stations here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
Mhm.
And they are, WBAP is much bigger, but KLIF is, a good size station too. And so we had a Saturday night show there. And so, we essentially had the run of the studios up there, and these guys They don't play around. They've got like 30 studios up there, and their big studios for their morning shows and stuff like that is where we were doing our show every Saturday night. So I learned a lot from those guys. I learned a lot about, the year 2000 and 2016 way of doing things in radio versus the 1986 version. And it was fun.
No more cutting.
No.
Cut, splice.
No more
No, it's just
scissors.
No, but before I got into radio again here, I did get into voiceover work, and I did voiceover work for commercials and documentaries and things like that. And then I slid right into audiobooks.
Don't you have at least 11?
No, I have
audiobooks?
23.
23. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow.
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got 23 now, and I'm working on a 24th. Actually, I'm not narrating this audiobook. I'm just the producer. So I'm taking the files and putting it together, but it's Kevin and Sam Sorbo's True Faith book.
Oh,
That
that's
is awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
very
that's-
cool.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Can't wait for it
Yes.
to come out. As a matter of fact, that's what I was doing up until about 30 minutes before showtime. I was working on, Sam's a much better narrator than Kevin is, but he's got such a boisterous voice, so you just have to
Yes.
tweak it a little bit. But the book's fantastic. The audio is going to be fantastic, and I'm hoping to have that out before the end of the month.
I got to tell you, speaking of Kevin and Sam, Sam Sorbo, for those of you who don't know, who has a show on Mojo 50. It's still Monday through Friday. And it's right after the Daily Mojo. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so-
she's our savior.
Right. And let me tell you,
She's that offsetting. show.
wait,
Yes.
we're not the savior. We're not the.
Only on weekends.
Oh yeah, you guys are the Sunday savior. So
oh wait, I got to tell you though, I love their chemistry together, Kevin and Sam. I watch their videos on Facebook, and
they're fantastic.
Yes.
they had their
You
date
can
night.
you
here.
can tell that
Yeah.
they love each other.
Oh,
And that comes across in everything that they do.
they do.
I mean, and I'll have a conversation with Sam in the evening because I produce her show for her.
Right.
And I'll have a conversation with her, and then Kevin, she'll be talking back and forth to Kevin, and you can hear the love and the respect, and I mean, you can read about it in their books too. It's just fantastic.
It's one of my, I don't know if I'd call it a bucket list, but it's one of my goals to meet both of them someday. And like I said, they had a date night. Actually, it was on my birthday,
Yeah.
the 23rd.
Yep.
And I didn't get to watch it then, but I go back and I just, to watch them interact, they'll interrupt each other and everything, but it's like, if he interrupts her, she'll just kind of turn and look at him, and it's just like, it's beautiful. You see it. It's like, that's cool.
Well, there was a point in time where Sam and her oldest son were flying through Dallas to go somewhere, and their flight got canceled.
Right.
And so she called me, and we invited them over. So her and her son stayed at our house that Saturday night, and it was great. She did her little. She had to do some interviews. So she set up her computer there in the kitchen, and she did her little interviews with whoever it was. And we got up the next morning, took them back to the airport. And then her and Kevin were down in Waco. You guys are familiar with Waco. It's got a bad rap, but it's
We ain't
Waco.
coming out.
1993, baby. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
Branch Davidian, for those you don't know.
That's right. Which is on Netflix now, by the way.
I just started watching that one.
Is it good? I haven't.
I don't
So
know.
far, I've only
Okay.
watched the first episode.
But yeah, they were down in Waco. They were getting an award for some kind of movie. It was a. I can't remember what it was exactly, but they were both down.
It's something I don't remember.
And we got to. They screened their movie, the latest one, which is it's out, or it's not out completely yet, but it's out at a few theaters, called Miracle in East Texas. So they
Yes.
screened it down there, and then we got to see Kevin. That's the first time I had met him. But of course, I've known Sam for several years, but first time I got to meet him.
Great couple.
Good people. Yeah.
Where do you see yourself going in the next 5 years?
For the love of God.
For yourself, for Mojo. What do you
If
see?
I'm alive in the next 5 years, I'd like to have a full-time job.
Me
And
too.
I don't know, consultancy. consultancies are tough, because you're your own person. Of course, you got all your taxes and everything. But I mean, I've done consultancy since 2012, and I like it. I love it because it gives you some flexibility. But I should have done better with my time and learned some more skills because as a consultant, you're not necessarily in the thick of things from an IT standpoint, especially if you're a consultant manager, which is what I've done for software developers for the last several years. So if you move out of IT, where I started in networking and building hardware and stuff like that, but I've been out of it now for 5-6 years, and things change too fast. And then at my age, of course, they don't want to hire anybody that they think old dogs can't learn new tricks.
You're not
That's
trainable, Ron Phillips. You're not trainable. You won't stoop to their way of doing things, right?
I have to ask, Ron, how old are you?
Oh.
He's not as old as
35.
Brad Staggs.
No,
I am not as old as Brad.
Brad
That's
goes
correct.
to Pancake
No, Brad-
House, gets a senior discount. Okay.
He helped the Greeks write the
So
Odyssey.
you heard that
so-
show, did you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Brad now can go get his senior discount on pancakes. But
He's 56.
That's
56.
I think he may still be 55.
I think he's still double fives.
Either
His
way.
birthday was supposed to happen when we were in MojoCon that got canceled.
Yeah, but it's all in replays right now, so we don't even know when MojoCon
And
should have
last
been.
That's
year,
true.
I remember he said it was double nickel last year.
I
So
think
last
maybe
year,
you're right.
double
I think maybe he is 56, but I am
Mascot showing her.
nickel. My mascot.
I'm not yet
Sure.
55. I'll turn 55 in February.
That's yeah. That's just
Chris
all
is
hope
like,
we make here.
yes, I'm still the youngest.
I'm not milking those. Those things are huge.
I will milk them for you, Ron Phillips. Where are they? Show them to me.
I love that you have those, Chris.
Oh, we made it very clear a long time ago because you've been doing this for a long time. Hey, mark that
On the
time.
internet.
We text each other. Hey, mark this time. Ron said something
Yes.
hilarious. Been doing this for a long time. We've been collecting, waiting for more than this day. But yes, we're gonna make an album. I think one day.
He's gonna be doing his show now, and he's gonna be looking at Brad. He's gonna, Brandon's gonna have that one before the end of the day.
Damn it,
Chris,
man.
I told you I have a list of short clips that I cut from Brad's old stuff when he was Miss Dr. Wood.
Dr. Wood.
Yeah, we're gonna use that next time we bring Brad on.
The Wood Doctor.
Are you scratching there, Chris? What do you
Yeah,
got?
what's going on, Chris?
You got
Ah,
the heebie-jeebies?
my arm had an itch.
You can hear that.
It's very loud in the microphone.
Oops.
That one guy in China, he's like, the Wu-Tang got Chris today.
And I don't want you to sugarcoat it. All right, I want you to.
Oh, stop it, Rusty.
Stop
I
it,
know what you're
Rusty.
saying.
Protestantism.
Don't.
Come on, man.
Rusty,
Give
don't.
us the. Are we doing all right on Sundays?
Of course we are.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Come on. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you're
Well,
actually because of the coronavirus shutdown. You guys are the only live show right now on Sundays,
What's up?
and so people like the live aspect of shows. I'm so glad that you guys were finally able to go back to doing it.
Yes, I
Me
freaking.
too.
I hope this. I hope
I mean,
last.
people like the Wu-Tang
it's the
clap did a
interaction.
bad thing.
Oh my god! It
I don't even know what that means.
yeah, it shut down a lot of people, and we do have a Sunday morning live show, and he'll start next Sunday again. Coming back. That's the guy. That's his name is Doug Ramsey, not
Yeah,
to be confused
money
with
guy.
Dave Ramsey, but
Right.
he is a money guy, and that's what his show is about. And I go to the studio, our old Mojo 50 studios that
Yeah.
were
Saw that.
in Fort Worth. I go up
Mhm.
there and produce his show out of there live on Sundays.
Yep. I like old Doug.
Mhm.
He's very knowledgeable. I used to work for Doug back in 2012. That's how he got a show here, because he used to work with me.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Yeah,
It's
cat
a
out the
small
back.
world.
I can't breathe. Stop shoving that in my mouth. I can't breathe.
It's funny because I never know when Chris.
I
is
don't
gonna
even
butt.
remember saying those words.
Look, if you ever get to a point in your life, if you have, God forbid, Ron has Alzheimer's, we'll have it all on tape for you. It's okay. We'll have it in little tiny snippets, time stamped.
That is fantastic.
Oh my
you know
God.
what? I should probably ask for those because I'll tell you why. Not to get too corny, but my dad passed away last August, and we were a little bit estranged, not too bad, but I hadn't seen him in several years, and he had heart surgery, open heart surgery, and just he woke up from the surgery and was doing fine for a few days, and then just crashed, and he never woke up again. But
Oh my goodness.
we found out after he passed away that my dad had written a small, very small, 32-page autobiography.
32
Neat.
page.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, he had, and he was 74 when he passed away. And he says at the beginning of it, I'm 72 years old, blah, blah, blah. So he waited till he was 72, but decided to do that. And so after I read that, I decided, you know what? I'm going to have generations of family that will want to know something about their grandparent or, whatever.
Right.
And I'm like, good or bad, I'm going to put it in there.
Yeah.
So this will go
He's
on.
asking neat.
This will go on the bad side, I'm sure. But
Well, it'll go on the
yeah,
funny side. It's funny.
Let
but
Dan-
no, I've got my book almost done. Fine. And then what I'm going to do is just I've written the first part of the book, of course, up to today or up till now, and then the rest of it will be just be journal entries for however long.
Great. See, he's going to have a section on off track. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I have a section
book.
on several things.
That's going to go on the bad side, Rusty.
Well.
Oh my God.
Somebody
running
popped a
around.
puss in the room next to us, and now it's
Damn
all
it.
over us.
Knew that would happen sooner or later.
Chris is awfully proud of himself today. Let me tell you.
I have zero recollection of any popping of that. What the hell?
It happened during that weekend when all those cats were at the Desert Air Motel and Convention Center.
It was in the beginning.
That was when
do
the
remember that
beginning
now.
of the Desert Air. Yeah.
Yeah, that was when when. Oh my God.
That's when they had just got back from their vacation. Him and Beth, right?
Yeah.
And they went around
Mhm.
Texas.
Yeah.
And so of course
And of course he found the Desert Air Motel and convention
Out on the
center
border, right?
While he, it's,
Yes, I looked it up and I'm like, it's on the border. That's not. Rusty and I had conversations. No, they are really there. Or no, I don't even remember whose side who was on, but Rusty's like, no, that's bullshit. I'm like, no, there's really a place. Look, it's right here on the border. They're there.
Yeah, Brad's in room 17. I'm in room 19.
There you go.
Brad's room looks a lot better than my shit does. But,
You're just
no,
in-
we
Seriously doubt it.
we have absolute fun with it. And the funny thing about it, well, you guys heard the conversation we were having one day. We were still up in the studio at the time, and we were talking about people coming across the border, and we were talking about putting big old machine guns on the roof of the hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yes.
And
I
their
think
ass
that's
off
why I
as they
looked it
came
up.
across.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I thought that was great because I remember that conversation that he had about this little motel down, and we should.
And they
go-
wanted to buy it, right?
Yeah,
And Beth were
well.
talking about buying it or something.
I don't know if he was ever. I don't know if he was going to buy it or not. Let's see.
It was like a dream.
Yeah.
He
kinda
certainly
like the
talked
Bates
about it a
Motel.
little bit. And he was
Yeah,
going
he
to run the
did.
place.
Yeah, yeah. We
Why am
told
I
him.
so blurry?
horny.
It's not focusing.
Yeah.
It's only you though, because the background looks fine.
Mm.
that's
Maybe
great.
you need
Camera's
glasses,
afraid of me.
Melissa.
Oh wait, let me.
Maybe
put on
I need
glasses.
glasses.
Maybe.
'cause
After that book that Brad wrote, you would think that he would get down there and help you fix up your room.
I've been thinking about asking him to come over and help me.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they are.
he's
It's-
just
it's
two
like
rooms
mechanics.
We don't. Yeah, we don't see each other very often. Him and
You don't even pass each other in the hallway.
Hell
on the
no.
way to the, on the way to the man sauna, do you?
Nope, we sure don't.
Man
I
sauna?
don't go down there when Brad's down there. He doesn't wear flip flops. And
You don't want to get no foot fungus. From.
I
Oh, and
wanna
he
get
loves
home.
the feet too,
He
doesn't
loves
he?
the feet. That's
no,
right.
nope, I
Oh.
don't go down there.
How dare you, Brad? Stay.
Plus his back hair, he braids it, and I don't like that either.
You just want to be natural.
Oh no, but he's good to have in front of when you're on a roller coaster. You just hang on to his back.
Oh
hair.
my god!
Just brush it. Put a curry comb and a brush on it, Brad Staggs. For goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. Brad don't know nothing about horses, evidently. And I know that one chick's on Facebook. She's probably commenting on that. But anyway.
I will say this, guys. Let me just say this. If Doc was still here, he'd be really proud of you guys.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
that's like a huge honor. And look, and not just because it's Doc, but coming, I mean, from anybody at Mojo. You know what? I don't even think a lot of our listeners know, because a lot of them are new. Just in the last 6 months, I think that we've got a lot of people just from the Facebook thing.
Right.
You know, just friends from Facebook joining us, and to hear that from anyone in Mojo, we were just listeners, and we just thought we'd give this a whirl, and we love it, and we do it because we love it.
I still am just a listener.
Well,
it's
yeah,
so
we all-
fun.
Ron's a listener too. We all.
I'm a listener too.
Anybody
I
who
really
did
can't
radio
help it,
listens to
though.
radio. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it shoved in my ear from 3 different stations all day, every day, and I do. I love it. And you know, everybody. It's funny because from a political talk standpoint, you know, Mojo 50 is a libertarian talk station,
Yep.
but it's not all political.
Right.
I mean,
No.
no, we do very little political in the 2 hours we're on in the morning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and it's in that umbrella is very subjective. So it's not
yeah,
just Republican or right wing or whatever. It's libertarian, and everybody has their own opinion of that. I think
that's right.
That's why it makes the station so great,
Hold
because
their ass accountable.
And
Mhm.
and we have, you know, we're going to try to in the future we'll probably be opening up Mojo 50 a little bit more to some various shows that aren't all political talk all the time.
Mhm.
But I mean, even, you know, you can listen to Watson's show in the morning because he's live right before us, and you can hear our show. Then you can listen to Sam, and you will get different variations on the same topics sometimes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
But
think
it's good. It's good to have that.
those
Hey.
3 shows right there are very diverse in themselves. Just
Yeah,
that.
you see, we sandwiched ourselves right between 2 good Christians.
Hey, hey, hey.
That is really smart.
We
That
are in
is
a
really
Christian
smart.
sandwich. We
Hey,
need
I-
to be there.
I need to come down there and get in some sandwich. I'll be something. But
Sandwiches.
go ahead, Melissa. I'm sorry.
No, I don't understand why I'm still blurry. I can't focus my camera.
That's a song, you know. Blurry.
Blurry, yeah.
Blurry.
I've got another little sound clip here. It's like 10 seconds.
I don't think this bell works. Why? Because nobody comes when I ring it.
Somebody's coming somewhere. When a bell rings, somebody comes somewhere, Brad.
That was recent. That was
That
recent.
was
wasn't it?
that was. You know what? Those all happen early in the morning. I'm not quite awake yet. So
That's when no one else is listening for you to get in trouble either. Well, we're listening, but we're just jackals.
I just wonder.
that was a Friday, by the way. I remember.
Beth must not listen a whole lot because I mean
Oh,
something.
Beth? Is that
Yeah,
what you said? Oh
Yeah.
no, Beth listens all the time. I'm texting her during the show. She's texting me during the show. Tell Brad to stop saying that shit. Tell
Slap
Brad
him
that's
on
not
his
right.
head.
We know Brad doesn't watch his text messages and his email, his anything.
No,
I'm like, you
he
text
doesn't.
Brad, tell him it's not right.
I think she should just call in at least once a week just to bust his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be good content. Just call
Look,
in and
look,
bust
look,
his
look.
ass on something.
Look, Brad does radio in the mornings to get away from the ass busting.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling you, that's not going to be a good plan.
the truth.
Maybe that's my problem. I do radio too often just to. Maybe I should. Never mind. I don't know. I'll tell you what. In the last year and a half, we've been doing this. I don't think any of us realized before Mojo 50, the show Off Track. We didn't have any plans for it. I don't even know how it got introduced to you and to Doc and the powers that be.
Now, come on.
No, I don't know who sent.
My
No, we
favorite thing Doc ever said about the show. We've played it before.
Is that what they're gonna call it?
Yeah,
That's what they're going. That's what they're going with.
that's what they're going
That's
with.
what they're going with.
Yeah.
He said that to me. Yeah. That's what they're
And I'm
going
like,
with. I'm like, it could work, Doc.
oh my goodness.
I had to have the same conversation with him about the rants of Izzo too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
here
is
we
this guy? His name's Dominic Izzo, Doc. He's a good guy. Really? Are you sure? I'm like, talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm not going
Talk
to do
to
my
him.
impression
He talked
right
to
now.
him, and then he could not get enough of some Dominic Izzo. It was fantastic.
Hey, so I've been looking at the socials, and a lot of people want to know. And
Oh
Big
my
Pharma
gosh!
Steve
We just do it again.
Big Farmer Steve tweeted out, where can I find out where real Ron Phillips narrates audiobooks? If you go to audible.com, search narrator and look under Ron Phillips.
Or
Ladies
you
and
can
gentlemen,
go
Ron
to my
Phillips.
website, pinnaclevoice.com.
PinnacleVoice.com, Ron Phillips. I lost track of time again. Where's my producer? He's scratching himself from the Wu-Tang
Yeah,
Clap.
that off-track producer, fire that guy.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
so
Ron.
much. Had a
Thank
great
you,
time.
everyone out there. We love you so much. We'll see you next week right here. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, off track. Mojo 50, guys. Check it out. That's all she wrote.
Oh, wow.